As Ronald Reagan said, the most terrifying words in the English language are "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." Except sometimes the arrival of government isn't even put under the pretense of trying to help. It is only to hurt. Yes, the nanny state cometh. The latest target of the nanny state? A euchre game for seniors. Yes, this reporting came from a fantastic piece by Sue Ann Levy in the Toronto Sun. A euchre game with a $1.25 buy-in was investigated by multiple government agents, including the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario, because they suspected it of being an illegal gambling ring. $1.25, and if you win the euchre tournament, you get a pot that is basically $30 or $40. But this was apparently too much for the government, who suggested there might even be an element of criminality here. Now, thanks to Sue Ann Levy's reporting in the Toronto Sun, which prompted John Tory to tell the municipal enforcement officers to stand down, it appears that all is going to be right again. And the investigation, which has actually been going back for a couple of months now, will end without anyone being thrown into the clink. Let's hope anyway. But this episode, even if it does have a somewhat happy ending, is illuminating in so many ways. It shouldn't have to be that the only way government bureaucrats will stand down is with political intervention prompted by a media story. It makes you wonder how many situations there are when bureaucrat, bylaw enforcement officers, provincial investigators are pushing people into corners who don't have the ability to fight back, who don't have a platform, who don't have a megaphone through which they can draw attention to their plight. This happens in any number of areas. I've talked to people, as I'm sure you have, that have experienced some overzealousness from maybe it's a parking attendant, maybe it's some other bureaucrat, but that doesn't matter. And I'm not trying to besmirch people that are genuinely doing their job. Yes, some bylaws have a purpose, and many provincial laws do, although I'd say that we could probably get rid of a lot of the provincial and municipal regulations and the world would be a better place, not a worse one. But when you have seniors that are being targeted for having a $1.25 euchre game, there is no moral high ground that could be claimed by the government. None whatsoever. And this wasn't just one person unclear on the rules, by the way. This went on, as I said, since at least May and involved multiple people, not one of whom apparently said, you know, maybe we should leave Grandma and Grandpa alone, as they call Trump and decide whether to go it alone. For True North, I'm Andrew Lawton.